Welcome, I'm Miss Pigott, Head of Year 7, so welcome to Gumley House School. I'm going to introduce you to our transition programme. It is fantastic. I can speak for the last 2 weeks. We have settled, happy, blossoming Year 7s because of the programme we put in place. They will really have a great time here. So the first thing we do is we have a friendship afternoon. When the girls come in, it's their first time seeing each other. They have fun taster activities and they do subjects they haven't done before, and that's part of the thrill. So it's a bit of music, technology, drama, textiles. And what's really lovely is when I spoke to the Year 7s who've only been in our community a couple of weeks, they said, "Miss, it was on that day I met my friend here." And I said, "God, the way you're chatting, I thought you'd known each other for years." But they made friends on that day, so it's fantastic. It's a really great opportunity, and they have the school to themselves, and they love that as well.
It was really cool actually, because we kind of had the whole school to ourselves. I made my best friend, and she's really nice.
I was a bit nervous and excited at the same time, but I still liked it and it was very enjoyable.
For a first day, for most people, I think it would be nerve-wracking. But here, once you get there, you feel right at home in a way. Everyone is just so welcoming and lovely to you.
On my first day, I woke up and I was really scared, and then when I got to my form room, I only knew one person there, but then at the end of the day, I was friends with everyone in my form, and everyone was so nice to me.
Then what happens over the summer is just to keep them, as part of our community, we do some videos for them. So videos from myself, our wonderful head girl, and our head girl said, "I want to speak to these new Year 7s, I want to make that connection."
You're about to enter into a huge new family who are going to support you in so many different ways during your journey from Year 7 all the way to sixth form, where I am today.
There's also an introduction to all your form tutors, and that's something that you fed back to us. You said, "Oh, it would be really lovely is if my daughter could meet her form tutor." So really keep that dialogue open. We want to work with you for your daughter to have the best possible experience. And so the tutors really enjoyed that, greeting their new Year 7s, and they've settled in really well, so we do that. There's also a Q&A button. You've got my email, and I know already a lot of you had lots of things that you wanted to chat about too. The other thing that's worked really well was a Year 7 message board, and again, not my idea. This was an idea that came from the students. They said, "Miss, it was really lovely when there was a big wall of messages from the year above us. We would like to do that for the new Year 6s coming into our community." And so you can see on the Gumley website, they left beautiful messages. We had welcome cakes, we had welcome videos, really beautiful work. And then we encourage your daughters to also post, and then a dialogue is encouraged straight away. So when you arrive at Gumley, one of the key things that we do, and it's worked really well, is we have a buddy system. And that is when a Year 8 who's experienced transition themselves, who's finally settled, will buddy up with one of your daughters, and there'll be a number of opportunities throughout the year for them to talk through concerns they have and things like that, things that are worrying them. And it's really lovely to have that support all the way through. And then over the summer, we set an all about you booklet task. What's fantastic is what I've got back. I got 7 pages from one student about every single award she had in sports, and I just sent it off to the PE department, and they were like, "Fantastic for giving us this name." So tell us about your daughter's talents. We want to celebrate them. One thing about Gumley is we want to nourish that talent. We want to celebrate those talents. We want to have a whole person education. I chose to work at this school. I wanted to be head of year because it's such a special place, and we celebrate the whole individual. They see their form tutor every day, and that's really important. We've made a decision as a school to do that because we think the pastoral is absolutely crucial. Your daughter's well-being, as well as we have academic excellence at this school, but their well-being is so important, particularly in these times. So they have a daily sitting with their form tutor, they get to know each other, they have some creative tasks as well, so we do that first. There is a couple of key events in the first term. One of them we voted on, so it was a cinema screening, that was very good, but you wanted a roller skates disco last year, which I thought, I don't know how I'm going to cope with this, but so many staff came along, the girls loved it. You had students who had never roller skated before learning a new skill. So again, when your daughters come to the school, we'll have a vote about what they want for their evening, and it was a fantastic evening. You had Mr. Byrne, our head teacher, DJing, but again, it's another evening and a chance at Gumley House to celebrate life, to really enjoy ourselves as well, and the girls had a fantastic time. Another evening we have is a welcome mass, and this it's important because I'm also aware that your daughters have to settle into the school, but so do you. And I'm very aware of that, how nervous you are. I know one of you said to me yesterday morning, I'm more nervous than my daughter, and I can understand that. And I think what I said was, she's in safe hands. We know what we're doing at the school. So we have a welcome mass where you meet Celia, our fantastic chaplain. You meet the form tutors, and it's a really special evening where we officially welcome you to the school. A big question we have is about our extracurricular programme. There is no school like our school when it comes to extracurricular, from music to sports to food to drama to languages to science. It just goes on. And that's because we have passionate staff that want to provide these opportunities to your daughters, but we also have your daughters with all their talents, and that feeds into it. So one thing you'll probably find is having to say to them, you can't do 4 clubs a night, you have to choose one, and probably you'll be sport for choice will be the hard thing to do. I'm aware sometimes that some of your daughters need a little bit more TLC to settle in, and I know we pick up on that very quickly here, and that's absolutely fine. And it doesn't matter if your daughter is the only one from her primary school. In fact, I find the girls who are the only one from their primary school often develop resilience to an nth degree because they've had to make new friends, and we were very aware of that as well, so you don't need to worry. All in all, as you can see from what I'm saying and from the girls you're going to see on this video too, we have a fantastic transition programme from the friendship day to the summer to when they come in to all the way through.
I love Gumley because I only just came here, but everyone's really friendly, and I've made a lot of new friends in the time.
I can't wait to welcome your daughters to Gumley House School.